Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go to the house of the Lord." And I'm Father Steve Sellers. This is Dot. Gets a little bone this morning. And we start a new week, and this is our brief daily message of hope on this Monday. I pray, as always, that you're in a good place today and that you are able to experience the love and the mercy of the Lord right where you are. And this morning, I just have a simple little thought going through my mind that I just want to ask this rhetorical question, which is really not a rhetorical question. This is one just to think about. What is one thing that you could do today, one thing, simple thing, that would make the world a better place? And I ask that because I'm asking myself that question also. You know, the world has such monumental and staggering problems that are just cataclysmic in their consequences and complex in their makeups and baffling in how to be resolved. And they're so overwhelming that when we even think about how we could make the world a better place, we automatically just get shocked into silence. What can one person do? What can you do? What can I do? One simple thing today to make the world a better place. In the gospel lesson today at Mass, Jesus talks about giving just one cup of cold water to one of the little ones who are his disciples. Just one cup of water changes the world for that one person who gets it. So what can we do? I've worked with students from middle school on up through graduate school and challenged them to do the same thing. Usually one simple act of kindness, a random act of kindness, can change the world for another person. Now, often when we think about changing the world, we incorrectly start thinking about how we can make our world a little better and what can we add to our lives. And there's no end of the self-help books about how to make yourself better, more beautiful, stronger, leaner, meaner, faster. That's not the point. To make the world a better place, sometimes we simply have to do one simple thing. I recommend the simplest thing that you can do is to smile. Put a smile on your face. Be joyful. Project joy from you outward. Whether you have joy in you or not, a smile radiates kindness. And ultimately, it is kindness, it is compassion that always changes the world. I recommend sometimes, if you want to do something concrete, to carry an ice chest of cold water, bottled water, and give it to people who are on the street. When you see someone with a cardboard sign, where they're all around us, a homeless person, someone who's lost and on the streets, through no fault of their own, or even it is their fault. That's not our judgment call. Give them a bottle of cool water. Some people do things even more concretely, like paying it forward. Like when you're at a drive-through at a fast food place, as you're paying for your own order, just say, "I want to pay for the order of the person behind me," and do that. They'll never know who you are. You don't know who they are. And chances are it'll make a big difference in your life first and also in theirs. Write thank you notes to teachers you've had. Send emails to people you've been estranged from and just let them know that you've been thinking about them. Simple things can change the world. And I'm reminded of the story that I think came from the Hammock Beach area in South Carolina, Pawleys Island and around there, where every so often thousands of starfish are washed up onto the beaches, and they litter the beaches with their flickering of the light as they reflect the sun, and yet if they stay on the beaches, they're going to dry out and die. And some people try to take them home. You should never do that. They recommend that you put them back into the ocean. And there's a story about a grandpa and a grandson who were walking along the beach in the Hammock Beach area. And the grandfather was taking the starfish and taking them back into the water and letting them go, not hurling them, but putting them back in the water. And there were thousands of them. And the little boy said, "Grandpa, you're just doing one at a time, but there's so many of them. How can that make a difference?" And the grandpa said, "For this one starfish here, it makes all the difference in the world. One act of kindness can change the world." Think about that today and know that the Lord will help you come up with something. One of my favorite hymns is "Morning Has Broken." Have a blessed day today, and God willing, Dot and I will see you here again tomorrow.